Top of a sunken ship in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, trying to figure out why boats, planes, and ships are rumored to sink, crash, and disappear here. But first, to get here, I had to fly to Bermuda via plane.
Alright, we're doing this.
And everything was going great until we hit unexpected turbulence.
Thank you for your patience, and please remain seated with your seatbelts securely fastened.
This is no joke. The triangle's not to be played with, and we're playing with it.
I learned about the Bermuda, if I'm saying it right, Triangle, a long time ago, when they used to always say every time boats, planes, and all that used to go over it or anywhere near it, they used to disappear. I used to hear like cruise ships, all type of different planes, and I always kind of wondered if it was true, if it was something that was actually real, or was it something they just kind of made up? Someone just kind of made up and everybody just kind of ran with it. I'm not sure. I don't think we would ever know, but let's see if this video explains it a little bit.
Must have just been 97 minutes straight of pure coincidental bad luck, right?
We got 30 minutes left. Praying to God for a safe landing.
Or was it the Bermuda Triangle? Things were off to a suspicious start.
The plane has landed. No plane crash, no casualties. Now we need to investigate. We made it to Bermuda. Beautiful island looking thing. I don't care, I'm here to dispel one myth.
Is the triangle real and is it deadly? After surviving my flight, I waved down a taxi and headed towards the dockyard to see if any local fishermen here have seen anything unusual in the triangle's waters.
You know any fishermen?
Of course I fish myself. But
Oh, really?
Yeah. But there are a lot of things in the water, especially these days. Fisherman right there.
That's the guy you want to talk to.
How you guys doing? We're trying to see if this Bermuda Triangle myth is real or not.
No, Bermuda Triangle ain't fake, bro.
It ain't fake?
No, you
Like
come
what,
around here and
sharks?
say some name.
This is someone who
Some
lost
type
their
of
life.
mystical
These
things,
guys
like,
lost at sea.
This is your guys' friend?
Yes.
What happened?
I would like
They
to
got
know.
to go in and be a bagger. Say that fishing.
Okay.
Read it.
And he never returned.
Never return.
What happened?
I kind of think like it's a weather thing, like for the planes and for the planes and the boats and all those other things that went missing. I honestly think it's probably a something to do with the weather. You know, has anyone ever kind of tested that theory, like to see, like send a ship out there and see if it came back? I'm not sure. Maybe they have. I'm not sure, but it was always something that's kind of curious about it.
No.
Water caught him. Be a bagger.
The mystic waters.
Yeah.
Actually?
I ain't joking, man. People go missing, Dread.
You never find nothing. I tell you, it's serious.
Yeah.
It's right, very serious. I lost my brother-in-law. The tide was so strong, he was up there fishing. They find him 2 miles away. It's crazy.
Boats, planes, ships, and everything have been missing.
You would say the Bermuda Triangle has some legitimacy.
Yes, most definitely.
It's real.
Yeah?
It's real.
Okay. You get spooked out there?
Of course.
Yeah? Alright, see you guys. Bye. After hearing from people who had lost loved ones to the Triangle savagery, another taxi driver took me to a local monument where he said I'd understand how serious the locals treated the Triangle here. Making a little mini documentary on the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, whether you believe in it or not, I had a personal experience 10 miles off Bermuda, and the weather changed in an instant. And we thought we were coming back to the island when we would end up going away from the island.
Okay.
And if it wasn't for some fishermen that were coming in, we would have ended up being lost at sea. So I believe that there's an energy force in certain parts of the world that is unexplained.
Bermuda Triangle being one
So
of them.
the evidence is there. And I've seen many things happen.
Giant squid?
That makes
That-
sense.
Oh, could it have swallowed your boat? Oh, man.
Sure.
That's too much.
There's only so much we know when it
giant
concerns
squid.
the ocean. Think about it.
You know, I do believe that there's like big creatures in the ocean, like somewhere in the ocean, because when you kind of think about how vast and how deep the ocean is, in certain parts of the ocean, I would think that like the whole squid thing, like the giant squid that can bring down the cruise ship. Yeah, we see it in movies and all that, but it makes you wonder. It makes you think. You know, I do think there's huge creatures in the ocean, because it doesn't make sense for the ocean to be so vast and so huge. And, and as far as us, I think we only I think we only explored about, if I'm not mistaken, between I think 88% to I think 95% of the ocean hasn't been explored. We just can't explore it. We don't have the technology to actually do it, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. Y'all let me know. If I'm wrong or whatever. But yeah.
How far can you go down?
And then my taxi driver led me to a monument depicting a sunken ship that commemorated countless lives lost at sea over the last 5 centuries. 500 years of technological improvements and still people go missing in these waters. How? The Bermuda Triangle. Why? We don't know yet. So we're gonna find a captain and a boat, go into the water and see if there's anything compelling out there to prove why people keep disappearing.
You guys are our captains?
Yes.
Okay, your name is?
Dylan.
Dylan, good to meet you. John. Let's do it.
With a boat chartered, the question is, can I find any sunken ships or planes in the ocean? What do you know of the triangle, if anything? Is this real?
So, definitely know for a fact that there's what we call magnetic variation in Bermuda. Basically, the further away you get from the poles, the more that magnetic signal actually fluctuates.
Which can make the difference between getting your boat home safely or dying at sea like a loser. And keep in mind,
Bermuda is a place known for the weather to change quite quickly at times, and it gets really nasty out here.
Okay.
So that's a big part.
That's what I was talking about. I do think it has everything to do with the weather. Not sure what it as far as if it's a storm or is it those what is called those whirlpools. I think that's what it's called. But definitely I think it has to do something with the storm. I don't think something is
We've got well over 300 known shipwrecks around here, and of that, at least 100 of them are diveable either with free diving gear or with scuba gear.
All right, we got the goggles. We're gonna look at the Lardington, balls deep. Any thoughts for me?
Be safe.
Yeah.
Respect the ocean.
All right. That's it. Right beneath me. All right, we found our first shipwreck. The Lardington's right there. You can see the boilers. What? How did this thing sink again? The Lardington?
So the Lardington was basically actually on her way from Russia to Baltimore, general cargo, and got hit by a rogue wave at sea. We understand it damaged her steering gear as well as cracked her stern open a bit. So they tried to come here for repairs, and they basically ran aground.
And after inspecting this vessel, we headed towards our next ship crash, known as the
Montana Constellation. You can actually see a little bit of the shipwreck right there.
Oh,
That's
look.
one of them.
The shipwreck, look.
It's left of her.
That's cement?
Yeah, that was her cargo on her deck.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to use the drone real quick and then we're going in to look at the cement bags.
Until this happened.
The drone cannot take off because the IMU is out a bunch of errors. Right now the drone is saying that it's 160 feet below ground. Now it's 300 feet in the air.
197, 8 to 41, and straight tweaking out. The question was, did sunken ships like the Montana suffer similar technological errors like our drone right now? And with cargo from ancient ships everywhere you look, from ancient glass...
This would have been like a window pane or a glass door.
...to empty morphine bottles, one can only wonder what made this ship sink to the bottom like so many others. With every part of it feet across from each other, spread across the ocean floor. While these ships were sunken deep enough to make you feel like your eyes are being squeezed out of your skull and your eardrums are exploding, the fact that it's only a 15-foot dive beneath you makes you wonder, what sunk these ships? A storm? A giant squid? An interdimensional black hole? A 100-foot wave? And how did this legend grow to become a household name? I wondered.
Captain, we've seen 3 shipwrecks. Where are we headed next?
We're gonna head to shipwreck number 4 that is historic and old, called the HMS Vixen.
Sticking up out of the water right there is actually the bow of the ship.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Where that?
That's actually
interesting.
If you look right below that, the 2 bollards, that's where you would tie lines to, everything like that. So you see the deck right there?
Look at all those fish.
Yeah, man.
Can we swim in there?
We could try, yeah.
So that's the ramming portion right there. If I were...
Don't they usually, I know a lot of these, I know a lot of boats, they usually sink them on purpose and then turn them into coral reefs, I think, for fishes and stuff like that. Again, I might be wrong, but I think they usually sink them on purpose just to turn them into coral reefs and stuff like that for the fishes. And I think it's supposed to be good for the environment or something, sea life.
To swim inside the ship itself,
but again, I could be wrong.
Tetanus, AIDS, HIV.
More importantly, there used to be 2 8-foot green moray eels that used to live inside of it. And if you've never seen eels before, eels are very territorial, and I've seen them bite people underwater.
Got water in my eyes.
just a giant sunken ship behind me. And here's what it looks like on the inside. It's pretty surreal. And after stepping on an ancient sunken ship with my own 2 feet, Captain wanted to show me a few ships that had just wrecked in the last few years. That bad boy's straight up upside down. So this is the Bermuda Triangle's most recent work.
Yeah.
As a captain, do you believe in the Bermuda Triangle myth?
I do.
The fishermen we talked to, I will say, they looked spooked in the eyes.
They were probably a little drunk.
If our second plane makes it back to America, I will believe officially the Bermuda Triangle is a myth. And after debunking the myth, I boarded my flight back to Miami and lived happily ever after. I made it to the airport, but the question is, do I make it over the ocean? Probably. One more flight to go and the myth is debunked. That's me on top of a sunken ship.
I mean, you know, it's one of those things that's like, it's one of those myths that it's kind of hard to really know if it's true or not. But man, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Anyways, you know, we're gonna head out, and before we head out, I want to say, you know, keep God first, family second, and everything else third.